Welcome back, adventurers, to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. In the last episode we killed the griffin and we cleared out the whole map here of White Orchard. There's nothing else to do. And we learned that Yennefer is most probably in Vizima. So I think it is time to move on. Let's go and talk to Vesemir. I think I call my horse. Where's my horse? There, Roach. Come on. The griffin head. That's amazing. Yeah, let's see what we can do in Vizima. I'm pretty excited about going to the city. That's awesome. Okay. Can I jump that? Come on, you can do it, Roach. I can. Nice. Also because we saw Vizima in The Witcher 2, and just to see the difference. Oh, this is not the pub. The pub is back there. That boy distracted me with his singing. Here, I wonder, should I try to buy stuff? I think this guy didn't have something special, right?
Greetings.
And if I remember properly, I think we can come back anyway. So if we miss something... I bought something. Why did I do that? I didn't want to. Do I have that card? I have that card. Yeah, for example, if you want to have that set, we just can come back and buy it. Can I afford it now? No, I can't. I could afford the saddle. Oh, the bags. The Temerian horse set. Huh. Yeah, I think it's worth collecting these things. But what did I just buy accidentally? What was it? Cannot be sold. I've already read it. So it was not that. I just clicked on it. It was by accident. Dang. 200 page. Griffin decoction. Oh, okay, a griffin decoction.
Take care.
So that's why I couldn't see it. It's a recipe, right? Character, meditation, bestiary, tutorial, characters. I should remember those shortcut things, but I'm really bad at that. I scroll through every time. Sig ingots. Oh, it's alchemy. What's wrong with me? Here, griffin decoction. Oh, right, and we can make it because we killed the griffin. What's it good for? I do have the griffin mutagen. What does the griffin mutagen do, though? Taking damage raises damage resistance up to an upper limit for the remainder of the fight. That might not be bad. But let me see what that... Where do I have? Here. What it does. Noonwraith. Griffin. Vitality. So it's the same. So I can use it to make that decoction. Let's make it then. Why not? There you go. Got it. There's so many recipes for decoctions. Huh. We have to kill a lot of monsters to brew all of them. But yeah, let's talk to Vesemir. And I think it would be wise to store our stuff. Who knows when we will find the next chest. Yeah, we have our Witcher swords that we are now not using anymore. Because we have better ones. The food we need. What else? This we can get rid of. And this. Maybe I should store some junk too, but these don't weigh anything, so it doesn't matter. But I don't know, yeah. We are now at 28. I think that is decent. Hi there. Cannot talk to anybody. Why are there bandits in the pub? What? That's weird.
I'll rip off your melon and shit down your neck!
Do you? Well, try. I dare you. Yeah, why are there only bandits? That is very weird.
Something else you'll be needing.
No. She
Farewell.
seems to be fine with that. Well, then I don't judge. It's her pup. Yeah, let's talk to Vesemir.
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Oh. Yeah, who are they?
Who are they?
Patriots. Drinking their 7th round for Temeria. Fist starting to itch.
Don't see any Nilfgaardians.
They'll find another foe. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
Okay. I'm with you there.
What happened to the lilies?
Took 'em down.
Took 'em down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to
Let
my sister
go!
attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You alright?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true? What the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
Uh-oh. So much for staying out there. Out of trouble. Dang, they don't stand a chance. We are witchers. Don't you know that? I mean, they did.
It's alright. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
See his face! God save us!
Be gone, and don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
Yeah, why Vizima? And what's the rush?
We can talk here. Some charming orchards nearby. In bloom even, so you almost can't smell the corpses.
A tempting proposition. Sadly, I must say no. You see, someone awaits you in Vizima. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse.
I didn't, though I could have.
I don't like that very much, to be honest.
Must have been a damn good offer then. Not many things you'd give up your freedom for, and even fewer people.
The sooner we set off, the sooner you'll find out.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then... After the audience.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
It must suffice.
Think Emir cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Cletwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
No, not the beard.
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance.
I'm not
In
elegant.
Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine, do your thing.
Those are not
Tilt
lies.
your head back, please.
They are
And
my
sit still.
roadside snacks.
How goes it? Preparations for the audience proceeding as planned?
Yes, General. The gentleman will be more or less presentable.
Who's this guy? He a barber too?
No. Overran Voris, commander of the Alba division. Yennefer's escort. They were my men. All of them. Indeed, were. For none have returned to Vizima, have they? I truly wonder what happened on the road yesterday. Perhaps you could enlighten me. You have time. And a razor to your throat.
Is that a threat? I think I shouldn't mention the wild hunt. It's none of his business.
Your men died in battle, as soldiers tend to.
I see their fate does not trouble you overly.
True, but I'm guessing the fate of those whose country they invaded didn't overly trouble them.
Nordlings. We can bathe you, shave you, and clothe you, but teaching you manners, that will be a challenge.
Nice meeting you too.
Done.
Shall I shave him once more against the grain?
No. He himself is very much against the grain. That's enough. Farewell,
I am.
Witcher. Or rather, see you soon.
Good. Now the gentleman may dress.
I think the beard grows back with time.
Sadly, I did not receive exact measurements. If the garments chafe, our tailor will adjust them.
What? Where are my clothes?
Where are my clothes?
Where they should have gone long ago, with the laundress. They will be returned to you after the audience, clean and starched. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Starched. Oh, that doesn't sound comfortable. Get dressed and talk to the Chamberlain. I think I'm dressed enough.
This might come as news to the gentleman, but a towel wrapped around one's waist is not fitting attire for an audience. The gentleman will kindly dress.
But it's amazing. What about that? Oh, he's wearing underwear. I'm glad about that.
This might come as news to the gentleman, but a towel wrapped around one's waist is not fitting attire for an audience. The gentleman will kindly dress.
But that's absolutely the most stunning attire you can have on a Witcher, isn't it? These things are just ridiculous. I don't like them. And they are only jackets. I mean, so I can go in my underwear, can't I? Oh, dang. I think he will insist. Let's inspect the room first. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And that's very interesting because, I mean, it's occupied, isn't it? And the whole room is painted in the Temerian lilies. But they kinda just redecorated the most important spots. Oh, there's even, they even forgot to take down that. I mean, the paint is not as easily to get rid of. That's pretty cool. So let's inspect. Can we steal something? We can. A goblet and grapes. That's nice, I need food. A sword for witches. Who are the hunters, you ask? Folk like you and yours, I reply. The decent kind, haters of lies, doers of good. The kind who live according to the gods' laws and nature's laws too. Those disgusted by the machinations of witches, magicers and non-humans. All that separates us from common folk is that we've the courage to take up arms, to defend our lands from evil, to slice up the gangrene that eats us from within. We haven't a leader, we haven't forts or land. Though God-fearing Radovid supports us with his gold at times, we've not sworn to him or any other ruler any oath. We serve only the eternal fire, and we listen only to our own conscience. Who can join us? Any who is right of soul and sound of body. You can find us in even larger city in the north, in every larger city in the north. We will give you a board, lodging, and a weapon. We will explain how to spot the telltale signs of evil, birthmarks in strange and arcane shapes, smooth skin on a matron aged more than 30 springs, and black cats kept in the yard, to name but a few. We will show you how to defend yourself from witchcraft, how to tame and snuff out magic elements with Demetrium. We will instruct you how to squeeze the sinner's darkest secrets out of them with a hot iron, and how to grant them cleansing death with the help of sacred fire. Oof, extremists, that's terrible. And witch hunters. Nothing in there. Ah, something in there. Ooh. Sorry. A dumpling. My most favorite food in the game. It's not. There's a book. Gnomish rankings. Scrub the greasings from a dog's ear, soak into cotton twine, place in a new lamp of greenish hue, and set said lamp betwixt an eager crowd. Forsooth shall they swear that a dog's head they behold, and this shall be no sorcery, but good betidings. Oh, okay. For the Prince of Ellender's nuptials, a paltry gnome armed with a miniature cutlass behid himself in a pie. When guests partook of the princely banquet, anon jumped out the besabred gnome, giving a terrible fright to all at first, then causing much merriment once the jest was figured. A cynocephalus, or a doghead in our tongue, a beast that in the wastes of Sanguabar dwells, has the corpus of a man but the head of a dog. The Prince of Ellendar did receive such a specimen from those far-off lands. The cynocephalus lets stream its urine with the tolling of every hour, both day and night, and this is why the Sanguabarians engrave its likeness on timepieces and compasses. That's interesting, but why is that a gnomish prank?
Vedimi, directly out of Nordling.
Hey Barber, how are you doing? Aha, I cannot talk to the people. There's the bathtub. Ah, the opposition in Nilfgaard. While Nilfgaard's emperor wields absolute power, harshly crushing the slightest sign of disobedience, opposing forces continue to exist within the empire. By this I do not mean the disgruntled leaders of conquered provinces, but the magnates within the city of 1,000 towers who are unhappy with the current leadership. This conflict between the emperor and the noble houses of Nilfgaard, the capital, dates back many years. Of Nilfgaard, the noble houses of Nilfgaard, the capital. And the noble house of... whatever. All the princes of the blood and magnates expected their ruler to wed one of their daughters and sire an heir with one of their own. The Emperor, however, had other plans. This proved a slap in the face of all the great families from which he refused to take a pride. The Nilfgaardian opposition patiently waits for the Emperor to slip up, for some event to occur which will weaken his authority, be it an economic crisis or a defeat in battle. A secret conspiracy lies ready to seize such a moment, to incite the disaffected, assassinate the Emperor, and carry out a coup d'etat, culminating with one of their own number ascending to the throne. For obvious reasons, only a limited few know of this conspiracy, but any shrewd observer of Nilfgaardian politics can read the signs of its workings. So long as men are men and the world is as it is, certain dynamics will forever remain the same, and the discontented will always from subversive societies with their secret signs and hidden agendas. Form subversive societies with their secret signs and hidden agendas. But there's a book about this, so it can't be that secret. Oh, bread. And saltpeter. I'm not sure if it's wise to stuff that in your underwear, but I don't judge. Nothing in here, but water in there. Oh, there's a chest. Are these my clothes? No, obviously not. The wonders of Sericania. During my many travels, I have seen countless extraordinary places. The primeval wilds of Brokilon, with trees so high their tips disappear in the clouds, dwarven chambers carved into the guts of the Mahakam Mountains, with walls plated in pure gold, the ice palace of Pont Vanis, adorned with stained frost windows. Yet none of these made such an impression on me as did the rightly famed Sericania. Yet, while I was traversing the fiery mountains, I feared disappointment awaited me on the other side. I had heard many a fantastic tale about Sericania, about its trackless sands, burned white by the sun, its golden-scaled dragons, weaving their nests amidst the dunes, its hunchbacked horses able to survive weeks without even a swallow of water. Yet none seemed to me at all plausible. I was sure all these sensations were but the figments of some bard's overactive imagination. They have camels there. I know this will be as hard for you to believe, dear reader, as it once was for me, but all of the unbelievable tales are true. Not only that, during my many months of travel I came across wonders far surpassing those any prior travelogues mentioned. I saw temples dedicated to the worship of dragons. I heard their voice, almost human, but reverberating with 1,000 echoes. I met warrior maids clad in leopard skins, tattooed from head to foot, and giving no ground to witchers in mastery of the blade. I saw mages who channeled power from fire. I saw seemingly harmless flies, whose solitary bite would make a man fall into a deep slumber, never to awake save to die. In short, Sericania is a land where the fantastic is normal and the impossible occurs daily. That sounds pretty amazing. Why is there no Sericania DLC? That would be pretty cool. Huh.
A shame I have no time.
More books? Yeah, the Chronicles of Redania. Fridang the Elf. Despite what one might conclude from this moniker, not one drop of elven blood flowed in King Fridrang's veins. They called him the Elf because of his exceptional beauty and for the great admiration he felt for the unsaved. His fascination, seemingly harmless, would have horrible long-term consequences. King Fridang, spitting in the face of all laws and customs, chose his wife, a half-elf, and one of low status at that, known as Beatrix of Corvier. The fruit of this regrettable and short-lived mésalliance was Falka, who later formed bloody revolt against her own father. Though this uprising was ultimately extinguished and Falka herself burned at the stake, the young state was thereafter thrown into chaos for years to come. Okay, cool, we learned a lot of history. That's amazing. It's the first library we've seen, isn't it? Can I escape? There's a door. Let me out. It's locked, of course. Okay. We have to choose. That's ridiculous. Can I? Oh, there are trousers and shoes. Okay. Can I take them all and then just put them on to see what they look like? I mean, they all look terrible. Shoes and trousers, I think, are all the same. Now, what do we have? We have this. Uh-huh. I don't know. It's not very witchery. We have this. That's pretty terrible. That's absolutely ridiculous. And it has a Nilfgaardian insignia on the chest. I won't wear that. And we have that. Isn't that the same as the first one? What's the difference? Oh, that has stripes. I choose the stripes. And the other one has this stupid golden ornament. Well, I think this is the lesser evil. Or the lesser disgusting. So, yeah, I'm ready.
And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
No.
A studded doublet and a sword on my back. That's what would satisfy me.
Exactly.
But tough. When in Nilfgaard.
Yes.
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
That would be good.
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough.
What?
The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
I ain't bowing.
I'm not some boor. I know how to bow.
Please, demonstrate. That, sir, is how you might bow to a whore on a street corner. Not to the Emperor of Nilfgaard.
Maybe he is a whore on a street corner.
Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
That is absurd.
Gotta be kidding.
Not at all. I am mortally serious. Does the gentleman know the penalty for breaches of etiquette in the Emperor's presence? 200 lashes. I do not wish that upon him, so I will not let him leave until I am confident that he knows how to behave.
He's a usurper. I don't bow before him. What was it? I think it was a left leg forward, right?
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me.
That is also terrible.
The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate titles.
Your arch magnificency.
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
I like those. The armor stands. That's pretty cool. Can I have one of these sets? Can I loot those? No, I can't, of course. Hi.
Okay.
Okay. Huh.
Yes, hen as queen.
I check what's in downstairs, okay? In the cellar. He doesn't mind. Maybe I can escape. Huh. And I can even loot it. See? Can I change trousers? Oh, dang. I cannot access my inventory. That's mean. That would be so funny. Oh, the wild hunt. From farmers and herdsmen, milkmaids to midwives, all the common folk of the continent whisper, sharing tales of a wraithly procession pounding across the sky. The wild hunt, they call it. Winds and gales, storms and blizzards arise when it is sighted, and all grows cold, though the sun shone bright moments before. Some remember only the cold from the shock of the encounter and claim the riders came always in winter. But nay, this is not so. The hunt brings its own ice. Death and war gallop in its wake, or so the superstition goes. Yet evil enough is the hunt itself. It takes folk captive, youths most often, in the prime of their wilding years. With 10 to 20 summers behind them, the hunt rushes in and they disappear, only to return long years later with no memory of what passed in the time between. Ooh. Nothing else here. Let me out! It's locked. So yeah, so the game knows dwarves like me and prevents me from changing my clothes. That's mean. Well, let's go and see the Emperor. Oops.
Imgrimi eb art ketzer. Daifen aden in karn eb marvut. Emir var emreis. Bow.
Nope. Let's see what happens.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep the orde.
Welchen Namen, wat gern verwort? So many months at Foltest Court. Yet you still haven't mastered the basics of etiquette.
Know what they say? Can't teach an old wolf new tricks. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cyrilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
We only know that he really cares about Ciri. And now we learn that it's his daughter. But why has she been in the Witcher's care in the first place then? So supposedly she doesn't want to be with him, so we not do that for him, we do that for Ciri.
Save your generosity for those whose homes your armies have razed. I'll do it for Ciri, not for your gold.
Your motives do not interest me, only results. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
Did the gentleman not understand? Did I not emphasize adequately that one must bow to the Emperor?
Oh, you
Relax.
did, you did.
Nothing happened.
To the gentleman. But I shall be punished.
How?
Please keep close and bother no one.
Oh, I bother everybody.
And it's past noon.
Hi there.
What?
Huh.
Do you
This
know
is
you're
how
talking to
Nilfgaardian
soldier?
women look?
I'm Herivard the Second.
He's wearing a beard.
Not only am I made to wait here like some
He's a
supplicant,
townsman, so maybe he's not Nilfgaardian but Temerian.
Tanner.
He's wearing a beard
Master
too.
of the Tanners Guild?
a witcher.
Oh,
that's just
So-
perfect.
Greetings.
Is the
What's that
gentleman
with the
not in a
beard
hurry
fashion?
to see
They
the
took my
sorceress?
beard. They all have beards here. Here, Nilfgaardian courtier. He has a very beardy beard even. So yeah. What's that all about?
The gentleman will
What
have
are they
time for
doing?
a stroll later.
Oh, they destroy the Temerian lilies to replace them most probably with the Nilfgaardian sun. I mean, they already rolled out the carpets.
The gentleman will have time
How do you dye your hair? Is it a brew of parsley root?
They grow like that. Do they even destroy the windows? I think they do. They rip out the windows because of the lilies. Oh dang. Whoa. But it looks awesome. And it's pretty interesting because this palace is built in Elvish architectural style. So either it is very old and it is Elven architecture, or they tried to make it look like Elven architecture. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, they rip out all the windows. Oh man. But I think that is what usurpers do.
The gentleman will have time for a stroll later. Please stay with
The
me.
poor guy. Oh! Dang! I can climb the ladder. Hi there. Ugh. They all are spitting.
For a stroll later. Please
Can I do something here? I doubt it, right? Oh, I can move that. Nice! Oh, there's more! Is there more up here? I don't think so, right? There is! There is! Ooh! Meteorite!
Please stay with me.
Oh, that looks so cool. Anything here? Yeah. A blunt axe. Oh, great.
The gentleman will have time for
Now let's check what's back there.
Please stay with me.
The poor guy. And me in my fine clothes climbing up everywhere.
The gentleman will have time for a
Ooh, Optima Mater and linen. What's in here? A deer hide. And an apple. Man. Okay, let's leave those alone.
stroll later. Please stay with me.
Well, I have to look at everything because I doubt that I can come
Squirts.
back here, right?
Okay.
Even if I can take a stroll later.
Time for a stroll
Forgive us,
later.
sir.
Please stay with
We
me.
are occupied.
Are you?
Did I not request?
He's so desperate. Oh, there's this guy.
Mind if I interrupt?
Why not join in instead?
We're discussing neutrality. How difficult it is to preserve.
Yeah, they were talking about Toussaint. Is Toussaint neutral? Seems, right? Do you know a bit about that? Let's hear it.
Know a thing or two about that.
Care to explain?
Never changes. I try to stay out of things, stand aside. Then comes an urgent summons, and an offer I can't refuse. Enough about that. Mind if we change the subject?
He's referring to the offer he just got.
So, talk to the Emperor.
Why did he summon you?
So not even you know.
No. But I wager it's an ordinary witcher's contract.
Some werebubs.
Werebubs.
See ya.
Soon, mind you.
I hope we encounter some werebubs. That would be pretty awesome. A rusty bread knife. Always wanted to have one. Now, I think that's all we can loot here. Or look at. Can look at the whole room from here. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And the paintings. Huh. It looks a bit like a three-eyed cathedral or something. The whole building complex reminds me a lot. Yeah. Even more now. With that inner courtyard, it reminds me a lot of a cloister. Yeah, definitely. Then you would here have like the gardens with herbs and such.
Good.
Is there anything here? Doesn't seem so. Oh, I can even pick the herbs. I'm in the bushes. He doesn't see me. He just waits there. He's very patient.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We've no need for the gentleman's escort.
Did I not?
Don't you?
No need for the gentleman's escort.
Oh, what a pity.
Not in a hurry to see the
Oh, that's so cool. No, I'm not in a hurry. Look at these bowls. They are already painted with the Nilfgaardian sun. Maybe they brought them with them just to put them here. I mean, the middle decor fits their theme already. They didn't have to rip out that. But all the others, yeah, here. So the Temerian lily is only preserved in the middle window. The others are already destroyed. Or there has never been one. I don't know. But yeah, interesting. Only herbs to pick. No hidden chest? Okay, cool.
Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Oh, cool. Get my stuff back.
Yes? Then transcribe. The
Who
true
are
authority
you?
in
A
Novigrad
scribe.
is not the city council or the
A
merchants
scribe
guild.
who cannot talk. That's fair
Church
enough.
of the eternal fire and the criminal under.
Ah, we know that
At
already.
times it is difficult to tell the one from
Pearl
the
of the
other.
North, Novigrad.
They both
Oh,
display a
books, that is
similar
awesome.
ruthlessness and cynicism that
Yeah.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling
No one
behind.
can claim to have traveled the northern realms who has not been to Novigrad. If I were forced to list what during my many meanderings has made the greatest impression on me, it would be precisely this great and yet at the same time free city. A metropolis worthy of the Empire. Its only flaw is that the civilization Nilfgaard carries within her has not yet enlightened it. That is why hordes of reactionary cultists of the Eternal Fire dwell in the midst of its excellent buildings and superb commercial infrastructure. One feels as though superstition is how the local hierarch and his temple guards cement their power over the city dwellers. And many they are to control, for the city counts no less than 30,000 of inhabitants. While strolling through its fabulous port, surrounded by marvels of architecture, it is hard to imagine that centuries ago Novigrad was a mere minor elven townstead when the city fell into the hands of the Nordlings. Its problems grew exponentially, for as is well known, the people of the North can do a great many things, but peaceful and orderly cohabitation is not one of them. And so Novigrad first belonged to Redania, and then fell under Temerian rule, until finally, after endless compromises and bargains, it at last became a free city. But is the city truly free? I dare to doubt it. Redanian influence makes itself felt too strongly on every street corner, and the fact that the city is located within Radovit's territory speaks for itself. While wandering the city's streets, I came across 4 watermills, 8 banks, and nearly 19 pawn shops. There are also a great many houses of simple pleasures, such as taverns and brothels, and Novigrad's commitment to matters of faith is borne witness to by the fact that the city contains no less than, I kid you not, 19 temples to the Eternal Fire. What more can be said? I think Novigrad has all the makings of the capital of the world, and perhaps that is why it will one day become. First, however, someone needs to bring order to within her walls. I think we can go to Novigrad.
I'll report myself. You'll need only prepare a clean draft.
Later on, of course. But I think that's an option. Oh. What shall become of Temeria? Temeria, a land where milk and honey once flowed. In what did she wrong the gods, that they should treat her so cruelly? The Pearl of the North to some, she proved a galloping rage for Nilfgaardian cavalry to others. As a country, it had survived 2 previous wars against the Empire. It was here that the war's bloodiest battles were fought. It was in Temeria where the most bestial deeds were wrought. It was Temerian civilians who bore the full brunt of these war's horrors. And bear them we did, bravely and steadfastly, until the demise of our great protector, King Foltest. Then Providence turned its fickle face from Temeria, murdered most treacherously. Foltest failed to leave Temeria a worthy successor. And so all manner of curse soon fell upon her, tearing her apart like so much carrion. She had no more allies then. None remembered that we had once been the armor protecting the north from the designs of the mad dancer, he who had the gravestones of his foes pounded into a ballroom floor. A free and independent Temeria is no more. A dark-faced sun looms over her every rampart. Yet we Temerians live on, and always will. As long as folk believe the usurper who took our beloved capital Vizima to treat as his property will forever peer over his shoulder in fear. For in the shadows lurks not one dagger, but the power of a nation of daggers, waiting to deal justice's blow. Oh. So that's pretty recent history here. Royal lineages of the North. Cyrilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon, born in 1251, heiress to the throne of Sintra, Princess of Brugge and Duchess of Sodden, heiress to Innis Art Skellig and Innis Unskellig, and suzerain of Uther and Abiara, daughter of Pavetta and the Urchin of Erlenwald, granddaughter of the famous lioness of Sintra, Queen Calanthe. A shipwreck occurred during a journey from Sintra to Skellige, which took the lives of the Urchin and Pavetta. Cyrilla's further upbringing was then entrusted to her grandmother. In 1260, afraid of the looming Nilfgaardian threat, Queen Calanthe sent Cyrilla to the court of King Ervil, where the heiress of Sintra was to marry the heir to the throne of Verdun, Prince Kistrin. Though allying with Verdun and gaining the aid of that realm's army was at this time Calanthe's top priority, no marriage ever occurred, and Cyrilla returned to her grandmother's court. In 1262, during the so-called Sintra massacre, Cyrilla went missing. Is this the mother of Ciri? And she then married, instead of that prince, the emperor of Nilfgaard? Or maybe the grandmother? I don't know. Oh, what's in there? Quicksilver solution. In the pockets it goes. I wouldn't do that. It's not recommended. Okay, cool, that's it. There's an ambassador, Var Uther. There is dried fruit. My most favorite fruit. Yeah, this is my most favorite fruit, not the dumplings. A portrayal of the elder races. What is a non-human? The answer is simple. As the very name suggests, it is something which resembles and yet nevertheless is not a human. Though it walks on 2 legs, speaks a tongue similar to our own, and dresses in similar attire, it all the same has more in common with base beasts than noble men. What? Dwarves are like moles. They feel best on the ground and avoid direct sunlight. They like to live in filth, forever smudging themselves in mud and slime. They love everything that can be found within the earth, rocks, metal, minerals of all shape and color. It is also said that, Like their kindred moles, they feed most readily on worms, roaches, and other night crawlers. That's not true! We know dwarves, they are amazing. Halflings, for their part, are more reminiscent of gophers. Fat, lazy, and loud in that typical rodent way, their minds are filled only with thoughts of food and drink, which they steal from other nobler beasts and greedily squirrel away in their hovels. They are marked by a cruel craftiness. You could be dying of hunger and they would not share a meal with you. You could be howling from poverty and they could be swimming in gold, and yet they should still fleece you to the last crown. You could do nothing but good to them and they would still stab a knife in your back. That is one terrible book. Elves in turn seem related to the birds of prey that dwell in far off Sericania. They care most for colored feathers. They would most readily spend all day staring at their reflections in the water and singing their own praises. They are so awash in self-love that they no longer feel any desire towards members of the opposite sex of their own species. Their appearance, unquestionably pleasant to the eye, is highly misleading, for they are extraordinarily cruel, and any who judge them by looks alone, they first dupe and then kill in cold blood. The best proof of this? The so-called Scoia'tael, bandits that claim to fight for freedom, but in truth only long to kill humans. All these vile so-called elder races are, to our great fortune, slowly dying out. Joy fills the heart of every right-thinking man at the thought that his great-grandchildren will never know them, that in their day dwarves, halflings and elves will be mere fairy tale characters used to scare young, impressionable children. Oof! What a propaganda book. Gosh.
A shame I have no time.
I think... Ah, there's Yennefer.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
Mm-hmm. And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
Yeah, what's her role? Does she intend to really work with the king? Or does she work for Ciri's sake? She's a bit too involved in the Nilfgaardian interests, in my opinion.
So they're our agents now? My, you've clearly settled in quick.
Geralt, don't twist my words. I know who Emir is. He started this war and its bloodshed. He had my friends killed. But I haven't any other choice. So please, let's not belabor the pros and cons and instead focus on finding Ciri. All right?
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd trick them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt, before the Wild Hunt does.
The Wild Hunt? What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address. I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the hunt wishes to do with that gift, I prefer not to think about it, really.
So where's Ciri been seen, exactly?
In 2 places. Velen and Nilfgaard. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse? Let's drop it, all right? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
And you never will.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting.
That's it. 2 years. We haven't seen each other.
Yes?
And, you just vanish. I think. Yeah. Oh, dang. She threw all the books out of the shelf. Man. And she likes that? That's a reason to break up. For good. Oh, no. Okay, we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, that's it for this episode. We learned a lot of history, which was pretty cool. And we talked to the king of Nilfgaard, the usurper. And yeah, we are supposed to find Ciri, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that, but not to bring her to the king. Just so that's clear. But well, we'll see what will happen. Thank you so much for watching the episode. Have a wonderful and adventurous day, and goodbye.